DragonFoxArt is back for another video. You know how I said that there was another video that says time-lapse of next video? I don't think that will be the next video because that device is currently not working very well, so I am recording on a different device right now. I've seen all your comments and there are a lot of suggestions. I decided just to draw one of the suggestions and then do a tutorial for something extra special that I learned in art class at school. I don't take art classes outside of school, but this one is required since it's a class at school, and usually we don't get to free draw what we like, but this time it was actually something pretty cool that we learned, so I wanted to share it with you. I'm going to try not to stall this video and to try to make it as quick as possible, so let's just get to the tutorial. You will need paper or a sketchbook, a pencil, an eraser if your pencil doesn't have an eraser on the back, and markers or something to color with. And another piece of paper because we're going to do a border. So for this, you're actually going to need to have your paper landscape. So there's 3 versions. There's a bird, which I am awful at drawing birds, and there's a fish, which is actually kind of hard, and then there's a panther, which I made up. And obviously I'm going to do the panther because I made it up and it's pretty fun. So first, you're going to make a pretty big backwards C semicircle right there. And then you do this, like I kind of go like this a little bit, and then I pull this, pull this over here like this, and kind of make the muzzle right here. And then do like a little circle here for, you know, the head base. Continue it here, go like this. If you want, you could do this with a dragon or pretty much any other mammal. There's bird and a fish, as I already told you. But I prefer to do this one, which is one that I came up with. My art teacher got kind of mad though. So after you do that head base, here, I'm gonna pull this up a little. Go like this for the tail. Kind of pull it around. That looks really bad. I do not like that. This eraser makes it easier. So here, I'm gonna do this a little, zoom in a teeny bit so you can see what I'm doing a little better. Like that. So then it will kind of look like this. So then your connection there, and if you want, you can do like an underbelly either here, if you want it to be like a skinnier head, or if you want that first line can actually be the underbelly, and you can go like this if you want it to be thicker. So I'm going to do the thinner just because it pleases my eye a little better, just because I like it. So just a little simple line right there, like this. So this is what it's gonna look like so far. Okay, now for the ears. I really like this part, it's really fun. So, erase yeah, you're definitely gonna need an eraser, that's for sure. Erase like a chunk right here. You can re-add it in if the ear's a little smaller. But go like this. And kind of make it look like, I guess I'm gonna go for like a panther jaguar type thing, so like a block kind of ear. For me though, I erased, sorry, I had to stop the video abruptly because there was a very loud noise. So for me, I didn't erase enough so that the ear would fit, so I just gotta fix this a little. And then you do the back ear, like right about here, a little smaller, like that. Let's move this a little, there we go. So like that, and if you want to make it even smoother, you can erase around the edges and curve it around. So then you have the ear part. And then erase your base line that you made right here. I'm gonna use the larger eraser. You can just use whatever eraser you have. I'm going to re-enhance these lines right here because they got kind of smudged. So I'm just gonna do a little right here, like this, and then like that. Okay, so now it's time for the nose. Just a little curve right there. And then the eye, like this. Like that, and go like this. I like that a lot better than the one I did originally. And then just simple like that. It won't need a mouth because if you had a mouth, it's gonna look happy or kind of strange like that. So you can add a mouth if you really want to, but I'm not going to. And then if you want, you can add whatever you want to the eye. I'm just gonna leave mine like this. And then after that, grab your piece of paper. I think mine was a little too small, so I'm going to improvise. I'm going to, okay, let's see. I'm going to zoom in a little so that you can see the outline, like right here. So be really careful not to go through your drawing. Stop there. Then continue along right here. I'm gonna make it a little longer. Right here like that. Oops. A little zoomed out there. So what I did was I just went along here. Like that. And okay, there you go. Sorry. Camera was a little wacky. So then pull this down. And then I keep going a little like this. Oop. Pull this up a little. Just trying to make sure you can see what I'm doing. Actually, I'm gonna do this so like that. Do not, I repeat, do not go through your animal. It will literally ruin it. I'm not kidding. And then just continue right here, and that's why I did a little curve in the tail to make this look kind of cool right here, like that. Make it look like the frame jumped through, and then connect this right here. Oop. Connect this right here. And stop right there. So that is the first border. You're probably wondering, first border? We're doing this twice. But this time it's moved slightly lower to make it look kind of like cool. You can move it as low as you want, depending on how thick you want the border. I'm gonna do this right here. Outline there, outline there. Keep going this way. You can go out a little more on the side and then pull down. Pull your paper down with it. And then, okay, now this is going to go actually lower. Like that. Oh, oh, oh. That's why you have the paper, so it's a straight line. Or, you know, you could always just use a ruler if you don't have any random paper lying around. And then start here. I'm gonna go through the nose a little bit. Oopsie. Man, I keep moving this. It's kind of annoying. There. Here, this, stop, continue, here, like this, and go like this, and then continue along right here like that. Erase any random mistake lines. And then this is your border. Looks kind of cool. You're gonna see why we did that in a few minutes. Actually, probably in a few seconds. So, pull your paper away. That's all you needed that for. If you wanted to make this more perfect, you could have used a plate, but I don't have any random paper plates lying around anywhere, and they have to be the small kind. So, I didn't use that. So, now this is the kind of fun part, where you add, like, different shapes to it. I guess that's what you'd call it. So, you go like this. I'm just gonna fix my lines again. Go into a time lapse because I do not want you to waste your time watching me do this. So I just outlined that, and then about halfway through I realized I probably should have just done that in pen to save me some time, or Sharpie. But I'll do that in a time lapse later. So, next step. I'm gonna do a little line going from here all the way to about here. That's a very wobbly line. I'm not proud of that. Then do whatever shape you want. I'm gonna do these, even though, yes, maybe that looks like dragon scales, but it's basically like Aztec, Mesoamerican type style. So that is there, and then I'm gonna kind of do like little circles like this, and then I'm gonna do smaller circles inside the tail. You'll see why. I'm gonna stop right there. And then now I'm just gonna add random squiggles and details in time lapse. Unless you probably don't want to watch me add random like stuff, so I'm just gonna go into time lapse. Outline time. Also in a time lapse, since this is already over 12 minutes and this has taken way too long. Okay, we're gonna do coloring now. Once again, I'm gonna go into time lapse. Congratulations, you survived another one of my videos. I'm starting to think that drawing videos are just long in general, and no matter how many time lapses you fit in here, they're still long. Like, it's not physically possible to make them below 10 minutes. unless you do the entire thing in time lapse. Then it'd be like 12 seconds. Or maybe 15, I do not care. Thank you so much for watching this, and if you had to skip through the border drawing parts, or just any random parts in general, that'd be perfectly fine. I do the same thing in like my own videos. If I'm rewatching my own videos, I skip over certain parts that I'm like, no, why did I not do a time lapse? So thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned. There will be new videos soon, and I'm sorry I didn't post in a while. I've just been very busy. Thank you. Bye. Here it is. The humanized gecko. I looked it up and his name is actually Martin. Like, actually. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. The hair up here, I didn't have skin color, so I just had to do a tiny bit of orange. But the hair, if you notice, on the gecko, there's actually like an orange spot on the top of his head, so I just used that for the hair. And the only reason that there's streaks of orange is because I don't have skin color, so I just had to improvise. And obviously the rest of it is green, different shades of green. Ignore the feet. So yeah, there he is.